the Sharyn and Guy Fill-In Podcast.
Sharyn and Guy.
Good morning, welcome along to the show for your Wednesday. Guy, you look very flash this morning. Oh, wait, your mic's not even on, mate. Your mic is not even, you're on the wrong mic. Oh.
What a bad start to the show, but we've got the right microphone now, having a good time, yeah.
I'm so glad that we got you on the mic when you look so nice in your shirt.
I can't believe that I started the radio show that badly. Why did we not test the mics?
Well, why did you not just put your mouth in front of the right mic?
This is unprofessional.
You're a rookie. You've been here 3 days, mate.
Hey, take it easy on him.
And Chang stole my headphones as well.
Oh, sorry. Is it your headphones?
Bloody Chang.
Okay, we'll trade it during the song.
Yeah, we'll deal with the diva tantrum in a second. We've got so much coming up for you this hour, including if you're a massive Shapeshifter fan, we'll tell you how you could win yourself a very cool prize, and we've got your chance to win a share of $5,000 this morning. Someone won $2,000 on Monday, which is pretty choice. You could be the next big winner.
Mentioned that I'm doing the Daily 3 again.
Oh, sorry. And Guy will be doing the Daily 3 again tomorrow.
Today.
Next,
every day.
Actually.
Non-stop, 24/7. I love it.
Hey.
Sharyn and Guy filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge. JJ, Mike and Dom's Daily 3.
Time now for the Daily 3, the most exciting things happening in the day in a number of 3.
Number 3.
And at number 3, the census has been announced. You guys pumped up about that?
Sure am.
The New Zealand population is now 4.24 million.
Nice work, New Zealand.
The median age is 38. Makes
Asians!
Chang is right. The Asian population has increased. It's now 1 in 8 people, or 11.8% of the population is now Asian. So congratulations, Chang.
But you look in the studio here, there's how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people, and 1 in 5 in the studio.
From
That
Chang's
is a really
census.
good maths from you, Chang.
My favourite stat from the New Zealand Herald's online stats machine thing was that Opotiki in the Eastern Bay of Plenty has a 125% increase in Asian people. Shout
Wow.
out to that.
Hello, Potaki.
They've probably got 3 more Asian people and the population is like 2 people. But anyway, it's still a pretty awesome statistic. 83.7% of New Zealanders have a mobile phone. That was a big stat.
That is a big scat.
I think what's more impressive, though, is that 17% don't have mobile phones. Who are these people who don't have mobile phones?
That is a really good point. I only know one person that doesn't have a mobile phone.
Is it your dog?
No, it's my uncle. He refuses it. He just doesn't know why people have to know where he is at all times.
What a loser. The median income for New Zealand is $28,500.
Oof.
The New Zealand... Yeah, well, what's interesting about that is that men... the median income for men is $36,500. The one for women is just $23,100. And 64.8% of New Zealanders own their own homes. So that's another big one that will stir the pot again today. Now for number 2.
Number 2.
Every day they tell me not to say the numbers, and I say them every day anyway. Chang's like, Guy, don't say the numbers.
That's
I'm
okay,
doing it
Chang.
anyway. I'm a maverick.
You're
All
a
right.
renegade.
The Hobbit is back again, and the publicity drive is going into overtime. Let's hear what Tourism New Zealand had to say.
I would say the Hobbit's actually probably more famous than sheep now.
Hooray! What a fantastic accomplishment. The Hobbit is more famous than sheep.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, though. Like, everyone has seen a sheep before or knows of a sheep. Not everyone knows of the Hobbit.
The tourism from the Hobbit is fantastic. Obviously, it's New Zealand's second biggest export earner. Can anyone guess what the number one biggest one is?
A sheep.
Sheep.
Oh no, it's not sheep anymore because we've got the Hobbit.
It's dairy. Dairy's number 1 in New Zealand. Apples is probably number 3. Gumboot sales is probably number 4. We're quite a backwards country. I love when the people want to come to New Zealand to see the Hobbit. They must be so disappointed that they get here and there's no dragons and stuff. I now time for number 2. Chang, I've said the number 1. Sorry, Chang, I said the number anyway.
Number 1.
I'm doing a very unprofessional job of this, but this is the most important story of the day, the one that I love. Man apologises for a 1970s mugging. A man who mugged a stranger 35 years ago has apologised on Facebook.
Wow.
The dude is now 53. He bumped into this dude after a Facebook post he saw. He's remembered his name for the entire time. He says it's haunted him for his whole life. And he says, finally I can say I'm very sorry that you had to go through the crap so long ago. I wish it never happened, but it did.
That is amazing, because you would never ever think that you would get an apology from somebody that did that to you.
It was just a stealing of a transport card. It wasn't anything too serious. And the victim accepted the apology. He said, so, apology accepted. Interestingly, I've dedicated a large portion of my life to helping other men to be the man they've always wanted to be, and moments like this one continue to fuel my faith that the battle may be uphill, but it is so rewarding. What a heartwarming story. What a lovely
heartwarming story. And sometimes you just need that chance to apologise.
Absolutely, and that's why we thought we'd do that today. If you want to apologise to someone on the radio, or there's someone that you want to say sorry to that you need to, now is the time to do it. I want to say sorry to my cat Bert, who's been stuck in Nelson, and I didn't bring him up to Auckland. I feel really bad about that. Bert, if you're listening. Bert Cat, if you're listening, mate, so many apologies, eh?
Oh, poor little Bert. Well, if you would like to apologise to somebody, call us now, 0800 The Edge, or you can text them through to 3343.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.
Okay, so this morning on the Daily 3, we were talking about a criminal who mugged a guy and just apologised 35 years later. So impressive. So we wanted to know who you want to apologise to, and we've got some great texts and calls coming in.
Yes, I would like to start off the apologies. I'd like to apologise to my uncle who was babysitting me when I was 7 and wanted to put me to bed, and I clung onto the banister and then let go, which meant that he then went flying down the stairs.
Unbelievable.
The worst part is that my uncle has a slight disability as well, so I'm really sorry, Uncle Bruce.
You need more than that, mate. I think you need to give him a big hug this Christmas, that's for sure.
We're pretty good. We're tight, but I'm still sorry. But let's read some of the texts as well.
I would like to apologise to Georgia Bailey. I don't know what that's for, but Georgia Bailey, if you're out there, someone's apologising. You probably know what it's for. A lot of people are saying, sorry to my mum for being a massively bratty team. I love you.
Oh, yeah, we all have to do that.
Amy says that. Sorry to Siobhan for dissing her Nokia. I've got a Nokia. What's wrong with a Nokia? They're great. Sorry to my ex that he got caught out. Oh!
Shame!
I'd like to apologise to the girl I pushed over at the mosh pit at the Reese Maston concert in Christchurch. Sorry for making you fall, but it was worth it because I touched Reese and you didn't. What? That's not an apology.
That is some catty stuff.
I would like to apologise to my mum and family for running away from home 3 years ago and never letting her know, even now that I'm safe.
We actually have that person on the phone right now. Good morning, Briar.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Now, you wanted to apologise to somebody this morning. What was it for?
It was for running away from home at the age of 15.
Yeah.
And that was 3 years ago and not coming back.
So does your family know that you're safe, Briar, or...?
Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know.
So, Briar, you haven't been back in 3 years?
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your family?
I just want to apologise for all the hurt that I caused and yeah, that I do regret it.
Briar, I'm sure they're missing you very much. Do you want to say, do you miss them?
Yeah, I do. Especially my little brother who turns 10 tomorrow.
Oh, what's his name?
Carlin.
Happy birthday, mate.
Hey, Briar, why don't you just get in touch with your family and go back home?
I will one day. Things aren't good, but hey.
Hey, Briar, I've been through a lot of crap in my life as well, and I just know that there's no problem with family that's too big to solve, so I'm sure you can sort this out, mate.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for your call this morning, Brian. I hope it all works out for you.
Good luck. Very good luck.
Thank you.
And another apology has come through this morning from Ashley. Who would you like to apologise to?
I'd like to apologise. Well, it's one situation, but 3 people.
Okay. Go with it.
I crashed my dad's work vehicle about 10 years ago when I was learning to drive, and he was in the car. But so I'd like to apologise to them, to my dad for taking the blame, and the neighbours for completely munting their letterbox.
I'm sure they'll forgive you.
Yes. Well,
accelerated instead of braked going into the driveway.
I love that this has been eating away at you for quite some time.
Yeah, about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Do you feel better now, Ashley?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh, good. Well, we're glad that was lifted off your shoulders. Thank you so much for calling through this morning.
Cool.
See you later.
Bye.
James, who would you like to apologise to?
I would like to apologise to my old high school science teacher.
What did you do to him?
She punished me and I still got my revenge and double period of science, and I slipped a couple of mixers into coffee and she may have shit herself.
Oh,
James!
mate. This is horrific. So, mate, did she leave her job because of this?
No, well, that was my last year of high school, and from that point on, I don't actually think she came back the following year.
This is bigger than radio, mate. You need to go and you need to sort this out. You owe her. I'm going to prey on your guilty conscience like an angel, like an ugly, lanky angel from hell. Until you sort this out, you got some making up to do, mate.
How do you tell someone I'm sorry for making you shit yourself?
That is a great question, James, that we are going to let you go and think about that, and hopefully next time we do this segment, you'll mean your apology. Thanks for your call, babe. And finally, Chris, you're our last apology of the morning. Who would you like to apologise to?
Let's just say sorry to Guy Williams.
Why?
I used to hate you guys, but now listening to you on here, you're actually a good dude.
Oh, thank you so much.
You turned hate into a mate, Guy.
Oh, what a lovely moment.
That is really nice, Chris, because a lot of people send some pretty harsh texts through the text machine.
You've made my day. I feel warm and fuzzy in my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, I hope everyone feels better now that they've apologised, and you probably feel better because you got a compliment as well.
That was some of the besides the compliment, which was great, that was the most amazing. Some stuff came out of the woodwork. We were going to make this a regular thing. Unbelievable.
We actually do, don't we?
It's like lifting a weight off your chest. It's awesome.
And nothing like a big exhale this time of the morning, is there? I don't know why I said that, and I wish I had it.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.
Yesterday, we found out something really strange about Chang because I had texted him to see if he'd got an email from me, and he couldn't just check it straight away because he gets his internet in a very weird place. Good morning, Chang.
Hello. I don't think it's weird. Guy, what do you think?
It's a little bit weird, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell the class.
Okay, I'll paint you a picture. So I live in town. And then
Stop bragging about it, mate.
I live in town because it's just easier for me to come in and get to work and stuff. Because I used to live really, really far away. So and then I live in an apartment, and then
And when you say far away, you mean Macau and China.
Yeah, I have to catch a flight every day to come to work. So I live in an apartment. It's a little bit expensive, so I have to cut costs and stuff.
Okay.
So no internet at home, no phone at home.
You don't have the internet or phone?
No phone, no internet. I got a mobile phone that's good enough for me. So what I do every afternoon, Burger King has a $1 frozen Coke. Yeah. So I go in, spend only $1.
Yeah.
And use their free Wi-Fi and do my work there.
What? I just actually can't believe you do this. And you do this every day. Yeah. Like, do you take your computer down?
No, I just use it on my phone. No computer. I'm not one of those geeky ones with the computer. No, it's just on the phone. But I do all the work on it.
It's pretty bleak, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, Chang.
But that's what the free Wi-Fi is there for, though.
You're giving them. Are you getting paid by Burger King to do this weird ad?
No, I'm not.
It's not free. It would be free if you could go in and use it without having to buy anything. You got to buy a frozen Coke.
Oh, you still can go in for free, but I feel guilty, so I spend $1.
Oh, good to see that you've got a conscience.
I spend only $1, and that's it.
Yeah, but you're spending more than you would if you just bought internet like a normal human being.
No, but then if I brought internet, I would never leave the house.
Yeah.
That's the only problem I have.
So his social interaction is going to BK to get internet.
And the chances of meeting someone in BK
what's
is
going on
high.
tonight, Chang? Oh, just off to BK to use some internet.
Do they know you there by name? Now they're like, oh, hey, Chang, you just want a frozen Coke?
I try to use different stores each day.
Actually?
Oh, my God.
This is so
this
tragic.
This story just gets sadder and sadder.
So there's 3 stores like by where I live. So one day I'll go to the one, next day I'll go to another.
Did you buy your house intentionally close to Burger King so you could do this? So when I moved to Auckland, I didn't have internet. So I used to just steal my neighbour's internet. And they kept on changing their password, and I kept on guessing it correct. They changed their password eventually.
How do you guess it correctly?
I'll tell you why, because they would write it on their door so everyone in the flat could see it. Anyway, a bit of a long story. I was friends with one of the flatmates. Anyway, eventually they changed it to "Don't even try" was the name of their Wi-Fi in caps locks. So I got internet just so I could make my internet password, "I can hear you having sex."
So when people are looking for their thing, that's what comes up.
That was my revenge. I was so
God.
annoyed that they wouldn't share their internet with me that I got the ultimate response.
What I'm doing is so not weird.
It is definitely weird.
Nah, at least I'm spending money in their store. Only $1.
You're a good guy, Chang.
I use an EFTPOS card with that also.
Unorthodox, but legendary.
Why can't you just use the internet that your plan on your phone gives you?
No, that's not enough.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom.
That's Lana Del Rey, the Cedric Gervais remix of Summertime
Sadness. I was trying to get on the introduction. Sorry about that. I stepped on you.
Get out, that's my thing. You're with Sharyn and Guy.
I never get to say the songs.
We'll do it then.
No, I forgot. Too late now. You can't bring it back.
Okay, all right. Well, yesterday at around about 7:40, if you missed out on this, you can watch the video on theedge.co.nz. We did Chang's worst nightmare, and we relived something that had happened to Chang before when he was paintballed. And this is a little highlight of what happened yesterday.
If a train leaves Invercargill at 6:25
this is a ridiculous
and
question.
Wanganui at 11:35, at what time does Chang get shot with a paintball?
Hang on, can you repeat the question?
No, I cannot. 5 shots. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One down again.
You got me almost on my nuts.
It was horrible to listen to.
Why are you making me relive this? I've said that I feel guilty about it. I've stayed up all night trying to erase this memory from my brain.
Well, watching the video, I was in the studio, so I couldn't control what you were doing. I didn't realise how close you guys were to Chang. No wonder he was in such pain.
I genuinely regret it, Chang. I'm very, very sorry.
And we got so many texts about this as well, of people being like, you're so mean, you can't do that to Chang.
Those people are all right. Chang, I'm so sorry, mate.
He's being very quiet. He doesn't even want to talk to you. That's why he hasn't spoken yet. But Chang, how are you feeling towards Guy?
I'm very sore. I don't know. It's like, 2 days into my new job, back here at the edge, and then he's doing stuff like that to me. All I have to say to you, Guy, is this song from Timbaland sums it up for me. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Hang on. It's too late to apologize. It's too late.
Whoa.
Chang, I'm genuinely really sorry, mate, and I have scripted a letter of apology as well.
I had problems sitting yesterday.
What is your body situation like?
It's very bruised, a lot of blood.
How many welts do you have? Because yesterday when you left work, you were still bleeding on your upper thigh.
Yeah, around 10.
10 welts. Guy, how could you do this to Chang?
It wasn't originally my idea.
And one on the head?
I was just a psychopath. But I guess it's a bit like a Nazi being like, it was actually Hitler's idea, okay? I genuinely feel like I'm like a prison guard or something like that. I genuinely feel really sad about it.
So what about your kidney though, Chang? Because you got a really...
Don't keep on bringing up his medical problems,
you got a close
okay?
proximity shot to the kidney.
Anyway, Bruce, I was planning to go to ACC and claim something today, but obviously couldn't work.
Go to ACC is like, why are you injured? Because I work on the radio and people are idiots.
Well, we're going to let Guy apologise to Chang next. I don't know if Chang will stay in the room and let this happen, but Guy, is this the best apology you've ever written?
I think so. It's taken me a long time and it's very heartfelt.
You don't sound convincing though. You're just like...
He sounds like he's just doing it, doesn't it, Chang?
No, I'm very, very sorry.
Well, we'll find out how sorry you are next, okay?
So, it's the Sharyn and Guy Fill-In Podcast.
Yesterday, we had a thing called Chang's Worst Nightmare where we played Paintball Jeopardy with Chang. He had to answer questions, and if he got them wrong, then he got paintballed. And every time he got one wrong, he got paintballed even more each time. And it was quite brutal, actually. And Guy definitely owes Chang an apology.
Sharyn, don't pretend you're not part of this as well.
Oh, I'm not. I was in the studio. I couldn't see what was going on, nor could I stop what was going on.
Oh.
This is all on you, buddy. And listen to how vengeful you were on Chang.
All right, Chang, let's do this. Sharyn, are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready. What's the first question?
Stand in front of the wall, Chang. Hurry up, we don't have much time. Chang. Very good first shot. All right. Cut the crap. Second question, just shoot him while he's down.
It sounds so freaking painful. Chang, how do you feel listening back to that?
I can't believe he said shoot him when he's down. Who does that?
I feel, Chang, looking back on it today, I have many regrets, and that is why I've written an apology letter.
Okay, give it to me.
Do we have any sincere music to put under it or anything like that?
How about sorry?
It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. It's too late to apologize.
Chang, chitty chitty Chang Chang. As life goes on, I'm starting to learn more and more about responsibility, and I realise everything I do is affecting the people around me. So I want to take this time out to apologise for the things that I have done and the things that haven't occurred yet, and the things that I don't want to take responsibility for. I'm sorry for the wrong things that I've done. I'm sorry I'm not always there for my son. I'm sorry for the fact that I'm not aware. I'm sorry that you can't sleep at night when you're not there. Chang, I'm sorry.
Hang on.
This sounds really familiar.
Yeah. Did you copy this from somewhere, the internet? You didn't really write this, did you?
Yeah, this sounds really... It sounds familiar to me. Isn't it a song?
It may have been Akon, sorry, blame it on me. But the important thing is, it was the sentiment of it, though.
That was the song that he wrote for Gwen Stefani, wasn't it? when he upset her. I can't believe you, A, copied a song, and B, it was an Akon song.
Some of it was a bit weird. I kind of shouldn't put in the line, I'm sorry I'm not always there for my sons.
Yeah, well, that's where I started getting confused.
I'm not your son.
Hey, but I've got a second beat to this apology. I've also written one of those, in school where you write those things where you write your name and then you write a word that starts with the same letter as your name. So for a guy, it's like great, unusual, yacht, and stuff like that. Well, for Chang, I've written C, charismatic, H, handsome. Isn't this nice?
Well, it's weird.
Yeah.
A, Asian.
Oh, racist.
N, it's just true.
Oh, yeah, true.
N, not a douche. G, guy's new friend.
Oh, my goodness.
What a lovely moment.
This is the worst apology ever.
Still, guy. I'll let Timberland rephrase this.
It's too late to
apologize. It's too late.
You've already sung that song, Chang, and to be honest, you should be apologising for that song.
Whoa, let him have a chance. You know how much Asians love karaoke?
Yeah.
He's just taking any chance he can get.
And I'm going to say, payback's a B.
What do you mean?
Payback's a B.
What do you mean?
Yeah, well, there will be a revenge.
Yeah.
You not know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
How it's gonna happen. And when it's gonna happen.
That was the most confusing threat ever.
Well, hey, just try and take it, man. Come on.
So what you're saying is that you don't accept Guy's apology and you are going to get him back.
It's over, guys. I've apologised.
No,
it's done.
I don't accept it. So revenge is coming anytime. You won't even expect it.
Yeah.
It could be out of the blue.
Well, this is awkward. I was hoping this was all going to be solved. And it's not. Well, I guess now we'll just have to wait and see. Is this when you tell Guy to sleep with his eyes open?
Well, you should be sleeping with your eyes open from tonight.
I'm genuinely quite scared. He's got like a death stare in his eyes.
It'll be so confusing when it happens too, because he'll be yelling at you and you'll have no idea what he's saying.
You won't even know it's happening. That's how scary it is.
That's what Chang's ex-girlfriend
If I don't even
said.
know it's happening, then nothing is happening.
That's a very evil laugh. Okay, well...
So stupid.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.
Welcome to the studio, Di Henwards.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. It feels like it's been too long between drinks.
It really has. And you're right in the middle of Guy and I as well, so it just feels like, we're real cozy right now.
Yeah, if I'm ever going to be in a sandwich, I've got to be the filling, to be honest. I don't know whether it's just a carbohydrate thing, but I don't like to be the bread. So, to be honest, I'm happy being the filling between you guys.
What sort of meat would you be if you were a meat?
Oh, off the top of my head, pastrami. There's something about pastrami. Often people go too heavy in the sandwich with pastrami, but being a smaller man, it's a couple of slices of pastrami.
And with your salt and pepper beard, it is like the seasoning on pastrami.
Look, we've made the perfect sandwich.
You are.
Although one bit of bread's a wee bit too big. It's like it's like you've got a very thin Vogels over here, then you've got half a baguette. And they don't quite match up.
And we were just talking about that before, actually. Now, me and you were talking in the hallway just then, and I don't want to bring this up because it might be a bit personal, but you're a huge Jamie McDowell fan, I hear.
Massive Jamie McDowell fan. I stumbled across, because you know how you go down rabbit holes on the internet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine often begins at Jamie McDowell's Facebook page. Because, not creepy at all, in a fully respectful way.
Right.
She is a surf lifesaver.
Yes.
She's an amazing lyricist and plays wicked tunes, and she puts up humorous videos. She does an amazing Shakira impression.
She does. I have seen this.
Well, You see, and the problem is, you start with Shakira. You start googling about Shakira. All of a sudden, you bought 7 to 8 posters. then you need to buy some laminate to laminate the posters so you can pin them up on the wall. And the next moment, you're googling Vin Diesel naked. Like, it's a long. I mean, the day takes a lot of turns.
It's taken a lot of turns for you. It's nice to see that you're really busy.
Yes. But also, Jamie McDowell is someone I really want to see on 7 Days doing Slice of 7.
Oh, absolutely. They should definitely get her.
And for people that haven't seen Slice of 7 before, can you explain that?
This is it's probably one of my favourite games. Actually, it's where we get a person into a band into the show. Like most recently, we had Fly My Pretties.
Oh, they were good.
And they get a story from the news. One of the producers has changed the lyrics and into the sort of version of their own song, and they've got to sing it, and we guess the news. So it's a good way of seeing a Kiwi band that you like doing something a bit different. We've had Dave Dobbin.
And you've had John Toogood from Shehard.
Oh, I've had a good lineup.
So, Jamie, if you're listening, this is an open invitation. My other favourite segment from the show is My Kid Could Draw That. And on the upcoming live tour, you're doing My Audience Member Could Draw That.
Yes, Now, my audience member could draw that. You've got the topic out the front, which we don't get to see. The audience come in, they draw their pictures, they put them into a box, and then one of the producers, while we're doing the show, picks out the best and brings it out. On the last tour, we'd been playing this game for about 15 minutes, and no one could guess what it was. And we had to give up. We had to give up, and we brought the woman up, and she went, "Oh, yeah, it was just while I was working, I was looking out the window and I'm pretty sure I saw a guy dealing drugs in the park."
What?
And we had to explain to her, it's not draw something you saw that day and we will try and guess what it is. So it seems a simple concept, but sometimes people can't get their heads around it.
And people can actually do this because you're going on the 7 Days live tour, which is starting this weekend on the 7th of December. You're going all over the place, like Dunedin, you're going to Christchurch, Hamilton, Tauranga, Napier, the Naki, Palmy, Wellington, Auckland, everywhere.
If you're in a place, Di is going there with the 7 Days tour.
And look, we know there's an option to fly around New Zealand. We've chosen not to exercise that right.
Is that because it's too expensive?
Potentially.
You seem a little bitter about this.
So we've chosen to get into a Previa and drive round.
A Previa is also known as a breathy wagon, a bubble car?
Yeah, it's a small van. So we're making an effort to drive to these towns. So you're within driving distance of one of these shows.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
I love that you're sharing a van with Josh Thompson, my favourite comedian in New Zealand.
Yes, Josh Thompson is making his debut on the live show.
He's one of my favourites from the TV show.
You might recognise him also from Cash Converters, potentially a Fresh Up ad, maybe?
Yes.
I love his bio. His bio on the promo sheet is from Cash Converters and Welcome to Paradise.
What is Welcome to Paradise?
It's a show on Prime that was cancelled after 3 episodes.
Aww.
It's weird. Why don't they? He's been in so many good things as well. You should know him from Hounds. He's the creator of Night the Classic. He's such a good comedian. He deserves a better bio line than that.
Exactly. There's a whole lot of other good comedians going as well, like Ben Hurley, Steve Wrigley, Jeremy Elwood, Ursula Carlson, and we're going to have more with Di Hemwood next. But if you do want to go and see the 7 Days live tour, just go to ticketdirect.co.nz, ticketek.co.nz, either of those, or Ticketmaster.
Even to make it easier on yourself, just go to 7dayslive.co.nz.
That probably is a hell of a lot easier.
And that's got all of your dates and all your ticket links.
And Di, you've become a dad now. You've been a dad for a while.
Yes, I have. It's actually going to be weird. This is going to be the longest since my kid Charlie's been born, who's 11 months. That's the longest I've been away.
That's weird. And the thing is that I reckon you'd be such a cool dad as well.
Oh, I must say I have so much fun. My wife's gone back to work here and there, so I have a couple of days, like one full day a week, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love being a dad. I think there's something so honest about just playing, like with things. You don't have any of the stuff going on with the world. You're just in the present moment, bouncing a tennis ball.
So you're raising your kid well, mate? You're keeping them off the drugs and stuff?
Well, let's just say, if my 11th month old was on the drugs, I think that's the definition of the worst parenting you can.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, aside from a bit of Pamol here and there for teething.
It's good to hear, mate.
I can definitely say he's off the drugs.
What?
He's mingling with the right people as well.
So he's hanging out with your wife more than you.
Yeah, he hasn't fallen into a bad crowd yet.
One of the best things that I can imagine about having a kid, I've never had one, but I've thought about stealing some from the park occasionally.
Oh my God.
One of the best things about having a kid is that for me, Christmas as a solo lonely man is not that fun, but now you've got a kid, you can go hard out at Christmas.
I was into my Christmas cheer before this. You know,
everyone is.
Every year I scroll through iTunes and pick my Christmas album. Because the problem is there's a lot of shockers out there. A lot of people just default to Bublé.
Yeah.
Go deep, man. Go deep. I mean, scroll 2 down, you got Boney M.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
What is wrong? Boney M is where it's at. That's what I'm saying. And the Mariah Carey Christmas album, and definitely not the Pogues, because I've heard that way too many times.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you've got, you pick your time, you pick your cheer, but when you've got a kid, there's something so much more. I think because it's not just about you. I'm at a stage, when you get old enough where you go, I've sort of bought myself what I want.
Yeah.
And now it's about cruising around trying to fit everything into one day. Now it is just about this little kid having so much joy.
Do you buy your kid like heaps of gadgets? I know you love gadgets more than anything in the world.
No, I'm reverse gadget guy. I'm full gadget guy.
Yeah.
But so now I'm thinking about wrapping up his favourite box. Because kids love boxes and that guy. While they're young and they can literally play with a box and a tennis ball for hours, embrace that.
Yeah, why would you waste your money on a fancy toy when they're just going to play with the box that came in?
Plus, he's got an iPhone 5 and an iPad. So, I mean, what else does he need?
I reckon that would be quite cool, though, with you on Christmas, because I reckon you'd find some pretty cool toys, because mainly they'd be ones you wanted to play with.
This is my worry, right?
Oh, no.
I have been to toy stores, and I've literally got to the counter and went, this is like a toy for a 35-year-old dude. Like going, he's going to swallow everything that is in this packet.
Yeah.
Like the thing. So I am looking forward to it. To be honest, my biggest moment's going to be building Lego. I'm looking forward to Legos.
I'm going to start doing that now. I don't even have a kid. It's just a lot of fun.
Just playing with Lego. It actually doesn't surprise me that you'd sit at home in a dark room playing with Lego.
I hadn't thought about it, but now that Di mentions it, it's going to be something I'm going to get into over the summer, maybe.
Yeah, well, that sounds really fun.
You seem sarcastic.
You could be going to the beach, but you're at home with your Lego.
Yeah. Our first project is we're going to try and replicate Jamie McDowell's Facebook page made purely out of Lego.
Oh, my God. If you want to go and check Di out on the 7 Days Live tour, go to 7dayslive.co.nz. As we said before, Ben Hurley, Jeremy Corbett, Paul Ego, Steve Wrigley, Jeremy Elwood, Ursula Carlson, and the star of the Cash Converters ad, Josh Thompson, are all going to be on this tour. And, of course, Di will be there as well. So go check it out. It is going to be awesome. And it starts on the 7th of December. Goodbye, Di.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Di Henwood.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom.
Out of the 1.7 households in New Zealand, 1.5 of them...
You're getting this wrong every time.
What did I say? Did I not say million?
1.7 million.
Oh, sorry. You know what I mean. 1.7 million households in New Zealand, 1.5 million of them have a PlayStation or an Xbox in their house.
That's a pretty high number.
That is massive.
What about Nintendo 64? How many have that? You haven't done very good research, have you?
Depends how many people are still living back in those times.
How many have Wii's with Mario Kart? That's my favourite.
Is that what you're still rolling?
I'm rocking the Mario Kart, best game in the world. Rainbow Road. Take me to the future. Take me to the rainbow.
I have no idea what you just said.
I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer from way back, mate.
Has it ever affected a relationship, though? Because these are starting to cause a whole lot of people to be gaming all the time, and it's causing breakups all over New Zealand.
Because very antisocial, obviously. For me, it's a problem because I always enjoy playing people, but I don't enjoy losing. So I try really hard. I'm like, yeah, take that, girlfriend. Imaginary girlfriend. I smoked you at Mario Kart again. And you should really occasionally let them win. Just because you're awesome at Rainbow Road doesn't mean that you can't occasionally be a gentleman about it.
Yes, and it's also just not including people in it. It's like Vaughan from the Fletch and Vaughan show. He plays Xbox or whatever, and then he'll have the headpiece where he can talk to other people, and he'll be playing against other people online.
I think it's quite antisocial. I remember dropping around on a mate's house and him going, "What the hell are you doing stopping around here? Text me before you come. I'm playing Skyrim." Basically told me to F off, and I was like, whoa, so intense. People get so into their games, it becomes like more important than their real life, and sometimes more important than their relationships.
And the relationships are ending because of these things. But we were talking about this, like, not only are like gaming consoles affecting relationships, there are a whole lot of different things that can ruin your relationship. So we want to know this morning. You can call us on 0800 The Edge or text us to 3343. What is ruining your relationship right now? And I think if there was something that was ruining my relationship right now, it'd be sports news.
Yeah.
Sports news would definitely be it.
What do you mean?
He's just obsessed with sports news. At night, the world revolves around the sports news.
Yeah, and finding out who's injured and who's in the team. It is quite boring.
It'll be on the news, so we've just watched it, and then we've got to watch a half an hour sports news program to watch a longer story of what we've just watched in the news.
Yeah, the thing is they're talking about sports, but there's no actual sports going on.
No, it's terrible. So if you want to tell us what's ruining your relationship, call us right now.
Let's do this. Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in.
The text machine's going crazy. Someone wrote in and said, "My relationship is ruining my gaming time." That's pretty good. You don't have to be in a relationship, mate. It is optional. Wedding planning, that's always a good one.
Oh, yeah, wedding planning does ruin a lot of relationships. Hayden, what's ruining yours?
Farmville.
Farmville. Do people still play Farmville?
That is sad.
Yeah, tell me about it.
How often is your partner playing Farmville?
Every day.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
I don't even 100% understand what Farmville is, but it's just a really crappy computer game, eh?
Yeah, it's like No, you tell us what it is, Hayden.
It is the worst thing ever invented for the internet.
This is something, because I remember JJ used to be addicted to this, and it's basically you have a farm to look after and you do it through Facebook, or you can do it on an app on your phone.
Why don't you just go work on an actual farm like a normal person?
Because you can't do that from your couch like you can with Farmville. People were doing Farmville on the toilet, it's just a thing.
They make a video game for anything now. Eventually there'll be like a game like Bank Town and you just go work in a bank. Just a normal job.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that fun. Thank you so much for your call this morning, Hayden. Another one is Bejeweled. That's ruining a lot of relationships. That would be ruining JJ and Dom's relationship. Terry, what's ruining yours?
CrossFit.
CrossFit.
I know it's good. I know it's good for you, but it has a tendency to get in the way.
It turns into a bit of a cult, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love watching it, but I feel like
Do you love watching it?
Yeah, I do, admittedly.
Don't they just run around flipping over tyres and doing chin-ups and stuff?
Oh, a little bit more than that.
That's the most boring crap.
Weightlifting for time.
Weightlifting?
Weightlifting for time, you know?
What does that mean?
Like, they're being timed, and it's like, who can weightlift the quickest?
You cannot say that with any less enthusiasm. That's boring as heck, and I feel sorry for you, madam.
The only exciting thing about watching CrossFit would be how some people wear their pants. So you'd just be like watching out to see who wet themselves.
I hasn't quite been to that extreme yet, but I think that'd be a bit of a downer.
Keep an eye out, Terry. Apparently it is really common. Thank you so much for your call this morning.
For me, CrossFit would be like watching a car race. You're just hoping there's a crash.
Yeah, definitely.
Going for a crash.
Definitely. And Sophia, what's ruining your relationship?
The PlayStation.
So you're one of these 1.5 million people.
Yes. It's very sad.
How often is your partner on the PlayStation?
Every night with all his friends.
Like in the lounge, all of them together, or are you talking about online?
They're all in the man cave and they're all online.
So what's your name?
Sophia.
Sophia. You could just leave the relationship.
No, we have a child.
I'm available. I'm great with kids as well.
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to weave my way in there. Am I doing a good job?
Maybe. Do you have money?
No, I've got no money. I'm sorry about that. I feel like I'm out already.
Okay.
I'm broke as heck. My car's a Honda Civic and it's broken down.
It's not going to work.
You just need to have another baby, Sophia, so that you can get rid of the man cave.
Yeah, no, it's downstairs though. It's all dingy and yuck. No, we don't want that.
You have to get rid of it. Oh, well, thank you so much for calling this morning.
We've got another caller on the line. Sharyn's husband, Bryce, has called in. Bryce, what's happening, mate?
Hi, Guy. How are you?
What's up?
Just want to say you're doing a fantastic job filling in.
Oh, thank you very much.
Whoa,
You're too kind.
Also, I was just walking past reception and I heard that you guys are doing a topic on what's ruining relationships, and I thought I'd give you a call.
Yeah, perfect, mate. What is ruining your and Sharon's relationship?
Hang on a second.
You just be quiet for a sec, Sharon. I'm talking to Guy. So, TV is ruining our relationship. So we have My Sky. The beauty of My Sky, lucky enough to have it, is that you can watch TV on demand whenever you want.
Yeah.
However, Sharon chooses to watch My Sky and choose the worst possible programs, and then I have to sit through and watch them in peak time.
That is not true.
Neighbours every night. Who
Classic.
watches Neighbours? Who still cares about Paul Ramsey? Sharon does.
Neighbours is a quality TV show. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sharon has a picture of Toadie on her wall.
Shut up, I do not.
Then after that, remember I said quiet. Then there's Home and Away. We have to watch that every single night. Then that's followed by Shortland Street. It's the trifecta of poo.
Unbelievable.
Shortland Street is one of the most watched shows in New Zealand.
Last week we were watching dinner, Guy. We were having dinner watching Shortland Street, and someone married themselves. And like, what is going on there? We're watching a program where someone married themselves.
Don't you have a show to do or something? Like, just go away.
Sharon's trying to cut his phone.
Anyway, I just wanted to say, Guy, you're dominating. Good work.
Bryce, thank you so much for calling, and thanks for kissing my ass, mate. Bloody appreciate it.
Yeah, love the new show, Guy and Megan. You guys are awesome.
That comes from the guy that's the spear dick on the dance floor next door.
We've
He is
created.
not allowed to call in here anymore.
Created some problems in Sharon's relationship. Fantastic.
I tell you what, there's plenty of other breakfast announcers that I can marry. Look out, Roger Farrelly, I'm coming for you. Oh, maybe I won't go for Roger Farrelly, actually.
Second plate. Other texts coming in. Jail is ruining my relationship. Fair enough. That's quite a big one.
That probably would get in the way.
My boyfriend's moustache. That's a problem.
Well, it should be. If you had a girlfriend at the moment, your moustache would be a problem. You're still doing Movember, and Movember finished 4 days ago.
What came first, the moustache or the not having a girlfriend? It's a real chicken-egg situation.
It is a terrible... Honestly, when are you going to get rid of that moustache?
Never.
Well, you should get rid of
love
it. It is terrible.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom.
It is a very important lady's birthday today. Miss Hilary Barry.
Whoa! The mother of New Zealand.
Well, she's the stepmother of New Zealand.
What do you mean stepmother of
Well,
New
because
Zealand?
Judy Bailey is like the mother of the nation. She's the stepmother of the
mother
nation.
left and Hillary has stepped in nicely.
And I love Hillary. I think she's one of the greatest role models that New Zealand women have. I think she's awesome.
I love that she has notes in front of her when she reads the news, but she never looks at them. She just spits the news off the top of her dome like she's Jay-Z.
Just because she's a profesh. And she's hilarious. So let's call her now. We have to wish her happy birthday on behalf of everybody. Hopefully she answers the phone, though, and doesn't just ignore us. So when she answers, we'll just break into song.
Greetings.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
I'll let it
to you. Happy birthday, Hillary Barry. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my goodness. It was just amazing. Oh, you've made my day.
Hey, Hillary, it's Guy Williams here from Nelson. Was that the best birthday song you've ever had today?
I think it probably wasn't. No, of course it was. Of course it was. You're the only phone call I've had today.
Yay! Oh. Well, we just thought that we'd better ring and wish you the happy birthday on your birthday, since you are the stepmother of the nation.
Hillary, what is Mike getting you for your birthday?
Oh, look, I'm not sure, but I have to say he's a very generous man, so I'm thinking big, actually.
New teleprompter?
Thinking and hoping big. What a teleprompter.
Yeah, it's what you read the news off.
Don't tell my secrets, guys. That's just... No, I memorise every word.
Sorry, Auntie Hillary, I won't make this episode again.
Well, we hope that you have an amazing day, Hillary, and we just want to ring and wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, beautiful people. Have a great day yourselves.
You too. And if you want to give Hillary...
Love you, Auntie Hills.
If you want to give Hillary a birthday present, give her the birthday present of ratings, because they are amazing. Watch TV3 News tonight at 6 p.m.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.